deep dive where emotions meet the stars and spirituality takes center stage. Join Sherianna Boyle and Carmen Schott as they explore astrology, mental health, manifesting, and so much more. Two women on a spiritual path, sharing wisdom, stories, and the magic of sisterhood. Ready to dive deep? Let's begin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Deep Dive. I'm Sherianna Boyle.
And I'm Carmen, and this is a show about astrology, spirituality, and emotions.
Each week, we're giving you your astrological update, and we are updating you on Sunday, August 10th. So this entire week, letting you know what is going on. What's happening, Carmen?
So on the 10th, we have a pretty intense, we call it transit going on. We have the moon is square Uranus today on the 10th. And what that means is there could be unexpected emotional shocks and disruptions, and something could happen to really wake you up in some way or make you feel, emotions kind of unexpectedly. It's like unexpected changes can happen when there's a moon square Uranus, because Uranus brings unexpected disruptions and change and shocks, and it's kind of like this electric energy that it's unsettling a little bit. So you may feel emotionally unsettled and you don't know why. That could be what is affecting you, and it'll pass, but it will be on the 10th that it's doing that, and I think it lasts till Tuesday. So we'll be feeling it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then it'll lighten up. Okay. The other cool thing is, we've been in Mercury retrograde, and Mercury goes direct on August 11. The caveat is we're still in shadow period. So what that means is the energies are still wonky a week before the retrograde and about a week after. So it won't be until like August 18 or so that week that we're out of the shadow period. So still be careful with your communication.
Yeah.
Travel.
Back up your files.
Yeah. Back
up your computer
pay extra
files.
attention, when you're driving, things like that. I had somebody, a couple near miss car accidents people shared with me during Mercury retrograde that they had to, they didn't see someone, and it was like, whoa, like it forced them to slow down and pay more attention. That's the big thing with this. And I told my daughter that too, because I had a dream about her. And
we were just talking about dreams, you and I, and how things come through our dreams and emotions can happen through our dreams. So, so we're in the shadows of coming out. Mercury's going direct.
Yes. So that'll be
unexpected changes when that Uranus is facing
the moon. Yeah.
Okay. And so, and one of the reasons we do this, folks, is really to help you with your self-awareness, right, Carmen? I mean, it's so when you're feeling a little wonky or funky, it helps to have all the information. I mean, so often we make decisions, choices, we take things personally, we misinterpret things. And I think a lot of times we just don't have all the information. I mean, that, at least in my work, because you and I are kind of similar, we tap into energy for information. I tap into the energy of emotions and I get information about the subconscious. You tap into the energy of astrology and birth charts and soul and all that. But that's what we're doing. We're giving you more information, so you're not walking around with just with the same, it's like having the same textbook, Carmen. Right? Or the one thing that you go to for information. And you want to have multiple ways that I think it's very helpful.
Absolutely.
Navigating life here on Earth. So that's why we do this, folks, to just give you a viewpoint here.
Yeah, to support you. And we don't always focus on it, but, the moon changes signs every 2 to 2.5 days. So what the moon cycles affect you in different ways, depending on your own birth chart. And you can even start watching these cycles, with the the moon cycles through each of the 12 signs every 2 to 2.5 days, you'll see, oh, I feel really sad or irritable during that moon, or oh wow, that moon gets me energized and I'm feeling great when the moon. And my daughter, she'll say, Mom, is the moon in Capricorn? Because I'm feeling really good, because her moon is in Capricorn in her birth chart. And so when the moon is in Aries, I feel pretty good, and so you'll notice certain months will be harder months for you emotionally or energy wise. But pay attention every couple days. You can get a calendar that'll tell you. I got a calendar that'll say where the moon is. And sometimes I forget to look, but I always try to look to validate if I'm having a weird day or I'm feeling kind of drained or low energy. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. The moon is in Capricorn. So you'll start to know how that moon cycle affects you and how the full moon affects you and the new moon and eclipses, and we're going to, in September, we have 2 eclipses. That's a whole nother thing we'll be talking about.
That I'm looking forward to. I kind of like the eclipses, kind of shake things up a little bit.
They do. Yeah. They're fated and destined events. Yeah. So pay attention to the moon cycles and how they affect you, because they affect your dreams. I always dream more deeply during a water moon, like if the moon's in Pisces or Scorpio, or Cancer. So this week and into the first of this week, the moon is in Pisces. And guys, this is a very sensitive, deep, spiritual moon. Okay. It's very mystical, magical.
When does that start, the moon in Pisces?
On the 10th.
Okay.
And it goes in on.
And that's not a full moon, just moon in Pisces.
Just the moon. Yeah. Just the moon changing over from Aquarius, into Pisces, on that weekend on Monday. And then we'll be feeling a little bit more, we'll want to relax, might want to escape and withdraw, have some solitude, be artistic and creative, read, draw, do some things on our own, and idealistic and imaginative. Dreams rules Pisces, so pay attention to your dreams. You might be dreaming something that's important, like a message, which often happens during this moon for me. I think the last time the moon was in Pisces, I dreamed about my daughter, and then something did happen. She said, Mom, you're freaking me out, because I knew, are you okay? I said, I had a bad dream about you. Are you okay? And I said, everything all right? And then she's like, and then like a day later, the whole thing happened. She's like, Mom. And so sometimes that's how it's like a premonition. Yeah. Your conscious mind is connected to the energy. When we sleep, we're in our soul form. They say that we even kind of leave our body, they say, when we go to sleep and in REM sleep. Like our body is in a state of complete rest, it's very unique. If you watch what happens when we sleep, I watched a show about it. It was kind of creepy. I'm like, oh, wow. So yeah, it's very important to write your dreams down. Even if, you're not a big dream interpreter, you can at least write them down, and you can see what moon signs affect you the most with your dreams. That's a really cool thing.
I once had a student at the college that I teach at. I'm an adjunct psychology professor, for those of you who don't know. And so I had a student that would go to sleep to watching horror movies.
Oh no. Couldn't do it. No.
And everyone was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I put them on and I go to sleep. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And I'm thinking about the subconscious and the brainwave state, like, what is happening?
I'd be waking up scared to death, thinking someone's standing there and all kinds of stuff. I'd be having a nightlight on.
But I think that's, people don't realize when you sleep, it's it is, you travel, you're opening yourself up. You're also doing a lot of emotional processing when you sleep. You're a lot of relieving stress, breaking down your learnings from the day. It's such a sacred time not to have a lot of. Do you have a TV in your room, Carmen? Before I say this,
this is such a problem in my house. my husband, my husband, I made him. Was a fight years ago. I made him get rid of the TV in the bedroom. I'm like, it's messing with my sleep. I'm very sensitive sleeper. I have to have it ice cold and pitch black to sleep. If there's any light, I'm like, there's a light. Like I'm like paranoid. Like, and I asked him last night, "Did you plug that blue thing? The whole light's coming through the door." He's like, "You're crazy." And then the ring light will shine, and the whole room lights up, even though we have double curtains. I see it, and it's like I can't. It has to be pitch black for me to sleep. If I can see that we're in the bed, it's too light.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like laying there overthinking, So I know I have a very sensitive sleep thing and my body and my mind to still my mind. So there's things I have to do. But yeah, you were asking me something. What did you ask me? I can't remember.
Oh, I asked if you had a TV in the bedroom. I stopped myself before I said it. I was like, because I didn't know. Yeah.
I wouldn't let him in the old house. And then we moved in here and he really wanted to put one in the wall here because we have a bigger wall. And I'm like, I can't. He goes to bed before me, which is good. So it's usually turns off automatic. Or
you're more of a night owl, right, Carmen?
Yeah, I stay up late. I'm a sleep in, stay up till midnight person. Yeah, I don't like getting up before 8 if I don't have to.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, yeah.
But if it's on, I don't want it in there because it used to
first of all, you're going to have the light from it.
Yeah, and when we used to both go to bed at the same time when I had an early job where I had to get up. He would watch it till he went to sleep and then it would mess with me and I would, so we haven't had one in years, but now we do, but it works because he goes to bed a lot earlier than me because he has to get up like at 5.
So it's off by the time you get in there.
Yes,
Gotcha.
But there is one in there, but I never watch it in there. Like I'd rather read or something, but I can't read because he's in bed asleep. He's like, turn the light off, because I'm a night owl. I'm coming in at midnight with the dog, and he's like, but different schedules. But I always tell people it's best not to have a TV in your bedroom. I've told a lot of people that.
It really is. And I know a lot of people get them for their kids and things like that because everybody wants to watch something different and nobody wants to share anymore. And I get that, but it is really in terms of mental health and all of that stuff. Yeah, I know. I had the same conversation with my husband. I was like, we are not putting it, but I go to bed earlier. Okay. So that's different.
Yeah. Where get up early. Yeah.
He's the night owl. So it just wouldn't have worked anyway. So, okay. So why don't we take a quick break, Carmen? And then when we get back from the break, you let us know what else is happening this week.
Sure.
All right. Okay. We'll be right back, everyone. Hang in there.
Astrology is energy. Unlock the wisdom of your birth chart with my new book, Your Astrological Energy. Pre-order your copy today and receive 10% off a personal consultation with me. Visit CarmenTurnerSchott.com to claim your special offer today.
When was the last time you took time for you? Hi, I'm Sherianna Boyle, author of the Emotional Detox book series and several other books. I also lead a variety of wellness retreats throughout the year. Visit SheriannaBoyle.com/events to find out more and to book your retreat today. Again, it's SheriannaBoyle.com/events.
Welcome back to Deep Dive with Sherianna and Carmen. Here we are giving you your astrological update. Also want to celebrate that Carmen's new book is out. It's out. You can actually get it, order it, and it will be in your hands in a day or two. And it's Your Astrological Energy. So congratulations, Carmen. It's a big deal.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah,
you worked hard on that one.
Yeah. It's like it's like when you have a baby, I'm never doing that again, and then you forget, and then
I know it is. and then you come up with another title and another idea.
When you see it, when I held her in my hands, I got emotional. Oh my gosh, it's here! It's
here. I know people don't realize, maybe some do, but how much work goes into writing a book. The drafts, after draft after draft, editing, and you're putting your heart and soul. You're putting all your wisdom, all your learnings. So I'm looking forward to really diving into your new book, and I hope that people support you. And that's when you buy our books, everyone. That's your way of saying, "Oh, thank you." That can be a way that you give back and to us for giving you update every single week.
Thank you.
And enjoy. It's a great book. It's a great book.
Thank you.
So here we are, August 10th.
Yeah, the rest of the week we go from, this emotional moon in Pisces into the Aries moon, which is going to be like confident.
That's totally
energy.
different energy.
Oh, it's going to be water to fire. And then so we're going to be feeling like we want to be active. We want to speak up. We're a little irritated. We're high energy.
Hey, this isn't happening in the same week, is it?
Yes. Yes. The moon's changing over every 2 days too. It's just like, so that's why, guys, you're not up
You're
and
not
down.
crazy.
You're actually feeling the change in the elements of the moon's energies. It affects us every 2
I
days.
wonder how many people are misdiagnosed with
They
certain
are.
things
Oh, yeah.
because of what you're talking about right now. And they happen to go on the day that it's happening.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's why I really believe in knowing astrology and knowing your chart, because if you know, you have the moon in Cancer in your birth chart, your moods are going to be fluctuating. That's what a Cancer moon, that's normal because the moon rules Cancer. The moon affects the tides of the ocean. It's constantly changing. Our emotions and feelings are constantly going through changes and up and downs, flows. It's normal.
You're not supposed to feel the one emotion or the same all the time. It goes up, it goes down. But the more resilient you get and then you understand how it works, the less you get affected by those ups and downs.
Absolutely. And then some moon signs, they restrict their emotions. They don't let themselves feel. It can be the opposite where they control them and they don't express them and they never cry and they never show weakness. I know people like that. It takes a lot.
And they don't grieve. They don't grieve.
They don't grieve. I mean, I know people said
body has to grieve.
Yeah, the body has to grieve. I've known people said I've only seen him cry twice in my whole life. I've had people say that to me about people, and I'm like, yeah, I've never seen him cry either. So everyone's different. But sometimes people just aren't really emotional as other
I'm going to be honest with you, Carmen. I can't remember the last time I cried.
See, that's I know.
But I you're thinking. I'm just thinking about that.
It takes a lot for me to cry now that I'm older. When I was younger, I would cry at a drop of a hat. If someone looked at me wrong, I would bawl. I was like a total like softie. Yeah. If someone started crying in front of me, I would get emotional. Now I'm more, I think I just have better boundaries, and I know I'm comforting, but I had to kind of learn that as a social worker. I can't be feeling everything they're feeling, or I'm not going to
so true. Yeah, and perhaps it is our training a bit now that you bring that up, because we can empathize, but we have to be very professional.
Yes.
And we hear everything. I mean,
oh yeah.
I'm so used to hearing so many things.
I know. You get a little desensitized to things. That's what I mean. Nothing shocks me anymore. I say that. In the old days, it did. So to do crisis intervention, you just act and you know what to do and you do what you're supposed to do. And I don't really always process things until later. And I don't get as emotional as I used to, but I think it's just because I've been doing trauma work so long. But if someone cries, it's hard for me not to get. I feel bad, like I want to help them. Like when it hurts me to see someone emotional and hurting, but I don't always cry myself.
I mean, I might get a little teary over something that is loving. Something touches my heart, and I might get a little teary, like, oh, that was so sweet, or animals or something like that. I will definitely tear up over that, or watching a movie. And that's where movies are great. If you are someone who is having a hard time getting it, just put a movie on. It'll make you get in touch with
you got to do to express.
Do you have a one you go to make you cry?
I love the Notebook. I love the Notebook. I always cry at the Notebook. My grandmother had Alzheimer's, and it just gets to me every time. And then just I don't know, that movie. I like that movie. Trying to think, that one I get emotional at. But there's
did you ever watch Terms of Endearment? That one gets me.
Oh,
yeah. Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you and I are older, so we're like dating ourselves, but I mean, I'm older than you are, but that one gets me.
Yeah.
The acting, good acting.
Yeah.
It can't be bad acting.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh, come on. right?
These real, like these true story things, you know,
Yes.
they
Yeah.
get me like, wow, like this. Also music. I think it's good. Like if you have
Oh, yeah.
trouble crying or you feel like, man, I need to cry, you know, sometimes you feel like this buildup
You
and
do.
you don't want to just explode and then it all come out. So it's good to try to tap into things that bring it out, you know, whether it's a song,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Or
driving.
going to a concert,
Yeah.
a live music really does
Yeah.
it for me. Or hearing someone sing, yeah, definitely. It
Yeah.
can make me tear up. So hopefully we're giving you some ideas here, folks, to
Yeah.
it's so important to get in touch with your emotions. Don't go through life robotic. It happens. We go through the motions
Yeah.
day to day and
Ourselves
be
just to
numb.
survive. Yeah. Just to be,
Yeah, it's the survival mode.
yeah, paying bills, raising kids, having a spouse, working, you know,
Thinking, working,
thinking,
thinking.
yeah, trying to do your hobbies on the side, you know, all these
Yeah.
things. But yeah, it's, I think, you know, a lot of people are lonely. You know, I had
Yes.
researched this, there was an article about loneliness and it was before COVID. It was before COVID. And it was something we were doing in my job at the time. How many people reported that they feel lonely? It was like outrageous, the study.
And this was before COVID.
Yes. And I'm
And then we get, and
wow.
then we get COVID.
Imagine people already felt lonely and disconnected from people. I mean, they asked a
Well, how
bunch
do you
of
meet people? I mean, it's
I know.
so different now. I think I watch my children
I know.
and
It's
I
all
think
virtual, social media.
it's all virtual.
It's text. Like, it's funny because my daughter's like, "Why are you calling me?" Text. Because I'm texting you and you're not texting me back, so you're going to get a real phone call. It's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you calling my phone? Because
Don't be weird, Mom.
I know. I'm like, it's like, God, and no one has a home phone anymore. I mean, I have one just because I realized I needed one a couple years ago for things I was doing just in case. But we didn't have a home phone forever. We just had my cell number was my home phone.
Yeah.
But then if something happens, how do you know people's phone numbers?
You don't.
If your phone gets locked or lost, I know my parents' phone number. That's about it.
I know. I have to remind myself what they are. Is there anything else that we really need to know about this week, or are those the main key points there that we're going into two different moon signs there?
Yeah, that's the main thing. You know, talked about the moon energies this week. Talked about Mercury and shadow. You know, Saturn will sextile Uranus on August 11. That'll just bring maybe some also unexpected things. Yeah, because Uranus, anytime Uranus conjuncts a planet, it's something unexpected or disruptive or fated or destined happens, or it shakes things up. And it's like you're not prepared. You're just weren't prepared for that. Like,
and often it comes out in the news, right, Carmen?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
all the juicy whatever is going to happen, right?
Yeah. Things are, there's a sense of unsettled energy on Sunday through the end of this week because of Uranus, you know, an aspect to the moon and then Saturn. So you may feel a little uneasy and you don't know why. It's that Uranus energy in Gemini right now, just kind of.
They're playing with you a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a little bit unsettled. Just
a little bit unsettled. Yeah.
Ground your energy and just, you know, just be more attentive. You know, because Mercury and shadow still. Pay attention to your surroundings when you're driving.
Yes.
Anything dangerous you're doing, working with, you know, saws and, you know, knives, whatever you do for work. Be careful if you're changing a light bulb. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Ladders. And
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Carmen, for another awesome astrological update. Go grab our book, everyone. It's out in the world now, Your Astrological Energy. If you miss a show live on KMET Radio, not a problem. Go to our YouTube channel, Deep Dive with Carmen and Sherianna. That's where all the replays are uploaded for you. And you can also ask us a question there. So if you want to ask me a question about anything about emotional detox or Carmen a question, feel free and we'll answer your question on the radio. Thank you so much, and we'll give you the update next week. Have a great week, everyone.
Hi, this is Carmen Turner Schott, author and psychological astrologer. My newest books are Your Astrological Energy and Astrology's Magical Nodes of the Moon. Both offer powerful insights to help you understand your emotions and your spiritual journey through astrology. Discover how your birth chart can help you heal, transform, and become more resilient. Visit my website today at carmenturnershott.com and grab your copies on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and online stores.
Looking to transform your life? Sherianna Boyle, author of 11 powerful books, invites you to take a deep dive. Explore her emotional detox series, discover manifesting with energy in action, and connect with spirit in her latest book, Just Ask Spirit. Start your journey today. Find all her books at sheriannaboyle.com. Thank you for tuning into Deep Dive with Sherianna Boyle and Carmen Turner Schott. If today's episode inspired you, don't forget to share, subscribe, and leave us a review. For more insights and resources, visit carmenturnershott.com and sheriannaboyle.com. Until next time, keep diving deep into your soul's journey.